YouTube, how the fuck you doing today? I'm doing great, thanks for fucking asking. Today I'm bringing you guys the top 5 worst perks in Call of Duty Zombies. So I forgot to mention in my top 5 best, there are only 13 perks in all of Call of Duty Zombies, and you can only limit to yourself to 4 perks at a time unless some special methods are required, or you can use you can use Unquenchable, which allows you to grab another 5th perk slot, or On the House, Raindrops, Perkaholic. There's a few other gobblegums where you can, get out of that restriction so you can get more perks. So as I said, top 5 worst zombies maps. Let's get right into it. So coming down at a number 5 spot, we have Mule Kick. This perk was introduced on Moon, then featured on every map after that. This perk basically only allows players to carry 1 extra weapon. So you have 2 primary weapons, whatever. You grab the perk, you can have another weapon basically without trading in the second weapon. But this isn't really useful in my opinion, unless, I don't really know, you're playing the Giant or something and you have a couple of mates. I guess that's alright, because there's not many perks on that map. But this perk can basically fuck you over if you're not really careful with it. Let's say you get stuck in a corner and you have your, let's say Shadows of Evil for example, you have your Apothicon Servant, you have your whatever gun, your Vesper and an RK5 for example. You have your Vesper out and you get trapped in a corner and you want to get the Apothicon Servant out, so you press triangle once but it's not the right gun and you have to press it again, and you're basically fucked and you basically lose that 3rd weapon. So whatever you grabbed out of the box or a gun off the wall or anything, that 3rd weapon you lose after you get down. So I think it's pretty useless in my opinion. I'd rather just get a simple gun like the Apothicon Servant and a gun that has Dead Wire or Blast Furnace on it. But that's Mule Kick coming down at a number 5 spot. So coming down at a number 4 spot, we have Deadshot Daiquiri. Perk was introduced on the map Call of the Dead. Beautiful Call of the Dead. I'll put that in my top 5 best maps of all time. This perk has 4 uses. The first is that it increases the weapon's accuracy by 35%. The second is that it reduces recoil on all weapons. The third is that it reduces the sway when aiming down the sight, but I'm pretty sure that's pretty useless if you have it just reduces the sway. So when you're aiming down the sights, it's basically only good if you're using a sniper, because no AR or fucking SMG is not going to be fucking swiggling around with sway. It's just only snipers only, so it's only benefit the snipers. And the 4th is that it takes the aim assist to the head. So when you aim at a zombie, literally you put your aim down, it goes straight to their head. But I don't really know, it's pretty useless in my opinion. I don't know, if you, as I said, if you're playing the Giant and you're on the catwalk, I guess you use a sniper, and I don't know, you aim at a zombie, it just aims at their head. I don't know, I think it's just a waste of the perk, and there's a lot of better perks you can just grab instead of just directly aiming at the head, because that's the only thing it really does, what I've noticed it to do. Mule Kick costs 4,000 points, Deadshot Daiquiri costs 1,500 points. Okay, I only missed 2, so that's okay, so I don't need to go back to that. Oh, and also it costs 1,000 points if you're playing on PC with Deadshot Daiquiri, because we just have aim assist and that's why it costs more, but I don't really know the difference because I've never played on PC. Coming down at a number 3 spot, we have Double Tap, the original Double Tap Root Beer, the first one, the very first one. This perk was introduced on Varrock, the original Varrock on World at War, yeah. And then this perk lasted until the very end of Black Ops 1, and then we never seen Double Tap 1.0 again. Double Tap 2.0 came in because that was the better perk, very better perk. I'm so glad they bring in Double Tap 2.0. But literally, this perk only had 1 use, and it was to increase the fire rate by approximately 33%. So basically, it just had rapid fire on the gun, and it just wasted all the ammo, and I just thought it was useless. A lot of people thought this perk was useless, so that's why it's coming down at a number 3 spot. Coming down at a number 2 spot, we have Tombstone. This perk was introduced on Transit and Town. I'm not really sure if it was on anything else that I can remember. I'm going to use Solo for an example. You get Quick Revive, Juggernog, and Double Tap, and then you buy Tombstone, if I remember. And then if you're playing Solo, you down yourself, and then you let yourself bleed out. And then the end of the round, I'm pretty sure. Then you go buy Quick Revive again, and then you buy Speed Collar. The perks what you don't have just before you grab the Tombstone, You pick up your Tombstone, and then you get all the perks what you had last round. I'm pretty sure that's what it, if I remember what it does. That's what the perk does. If you're playing multiplayer, you get all your 4 perks. Yeah, if you're playing with teammates, you down yourself. You can either bleed out or let the end of the round and then kill yourself. Next round, you start off with your pistol. Have the perks what you didn't have before that last round. You drink them, and then you pick up your Tombstone, so you have basically all 6 perks or 7 perks. I'm not really remember. But that's why it's come down to number 2. But I'll explain what number 1 is, because number 1 is fucking useless. I bring it up in my top 5 worst zombies, man. And this is Who's Who, coming down to number 1 spot. So Who's Who, I basically said it in my other video. The most useless perk out of them all. You drink it. Let's say you got all your 4 perks. You have Who's Who as your 4th perk. You go down, you basically spawn back in the map, but in like a weird fuzzy environment. It's really weird, and it's basically, there's a fucking echo saying who's who, basically. And you have you start off with the M1 911 pistol. You have your frag grenades, and this is during mid round as well. You have to remember this. This can be anywhere between round 14 or fucking 45. You have Who's Who. It just basically chucks you back in, and you have your ghost stealth, and then you have to go revive him. That's what you got to do. You got to go revive yourself with whatever you have with the pistol. And yeah, but if you successfully revive yourself during like a whole mob of zombies coming after you, I guess that's all right. And I'm pretty sure you get all your perks back, but minus Who's Who's and quick revive. But that's why I put Tombstone as number 2, because at least you get all your perks back. And if you die from Who's Who, it's game over. It's fucking shitty version of quick revive, in my opinion. You might as well just get quick revive, and it's cheaper. I'm not sure how much Who's Who is. I'm pretty sure it's 2,500 points if I remember. But that is my top 5 worst zombie perks of all time. If you did like this video, make sure to drop a like, comment, and subscribe. It's been it. Peace.